Time to go pick up my van. Also, I got new glasses. We got our camper back. Tess isn't even here because I actually had to fly. I don't know how good you can hear me when I'm driving around, but I actually had to fly from Grand Prairie to Airdrie or Calgary to pick up the van, and apparently they got most of the issues done. They got the important ones done, which is good news. I was almost about to lose my mind because they didn't show that anything got done on the first work order that Buddy was looking at, but he solved it. And I'm gonna see if the battery charges while we drive, and then we'll be good to go for battery power, which was our main concern before. So my current situation is I had to break in with a grinder to get into my storage units because I'm an idiot and I forgot my keys for the storage units to put all the stuff back in the van. I forgot it all up in Grand Prairie in my truck. So that's how my day's going. But we're in. We're gonna load up bikes and go biking. Now that I'm finally in my storage unit, I can load up the bikes and hopefully go bike riding. I was fully prepared to try to cut the lock, and I don't think these bolt cutters were to work at all. We literally had to grind it. I got some new locks. Oh, they got the big one. Oh yeah. Oh no, I need the lock for that. So now, because I forgot the key for this, I can't put my bike rack on the van securely. So I guess I'm just not gonna bring my mountain bike with me, this little go-getter. It's just gonna be a BMX trip, which I was super excited to go mountain biking, but I'm equally excited to go BMXing. So let's just try not to forget any of that stuff. And although I do love my mountain bike, it's not a deal breaker if I don't get to ride it. I was just gonna go up to Moose Mountain today and ride it, but I think I'm just gonna try to get to Millennium Park. Carson is there right now, filming with the camera store from Calgary with all the new Sony lenses and stuff. So let's try to make it. Pads, helmet. These like transitional days are always kind of the worst, where you kind of waste a day just moving stuff around. I think that's probably one of the worst parts about the van life. It's not easy. So we're just pulling up to Millennium Skatepark. Probably one of the best parks. It's definitely the biggest park. I don't know if it's the best. One of the biggest parks in the world. I like these glasses. Every time I start riding, I gotta clean the brakes so I can have good brake control. I think these glasses are too much. I haven't ridden in 3 weeks. So hopefully this goes good. With the camera store Calgary, we got Carson, Curtis, and Buck, plus myself. Carson, hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. We got our friends from the camera store here today. They bring all this super expensive glass out to come take some photos with us. And it's pretty fun because I get to learn from them and I get to teach them how to take a good photo of a bike in a pretty skate park. It kind of goes, it's hard to do both. Like,
yeah, it's hard to do both. And Carson has a really good eye for a good angle.
Yeah, we're trying to pass it on to the camera store.
The problem with like most photographers, no offense, is that they always think it's a cool picture and you're just like, man, I'm like halfway through my trick there. It's not even like the peak of the trick, but oh, the colors are nice and stuff, right?
It's like, oh wow, that was a really good turn down you did. It's like this, right? Or it's like sick tuck no hander, robot arms.
Yeah. I'm gonna show what it's like to ride a 30-foot full pipe. Woo! Yeah. This thing is 130 feet long. That's a 30-foot vert or 30-foot full pipe and a 13-foot vert ramp, and it's absolutely insane. And the rest of the park is kind of jank, but pretty okay. We're going to Bike and Brew to get some coffee. I don't know what Carson's doing. He's going the wrong way. And it's the grass, so it doesn't even count anyway.
Yeah, like really.
Counts on YouTube. Yeah, Carson. Yeah. We found the sick rail. It's into grass, but we're gonna do it anyways because the background in the city is cool. Finally, we're gonna go get some coffee. Just waiting for somebody to go in. There's Callan. Look at all the bikes. What are you doing, guy? What are you building? Oh, you're greasing.
Put a bottom bracket in.
We want beer.
Cheers. All done?
Yeah.
All good? I'm happy, yeah. I'm happy.
Yeah, Bike and Brew has been a wicked part of my mountain biking because they always help me out. They do high quality work on my bike so it doesn't break. And they have lots of bikes.
But we put 50 more bikes out on the floor now. And we got a sweet graffiti wall.
It is
done by
sick.
a local artist and co-worker, Austin Kamens.
Damn.
Pretty sweet.
The thing about Calgary weather, it can go from beautiful 30 degrees to insane thunderstorms literally at any moment. It's cool as fuck, but yeah, we're gonna head to Beeline now. Yeah, we realized we didn't get like any footage riding besides what the camera store people got us. We're gonna try to get some riding footage at Beeline.
Last time I'll ever open up.
So it's currently raining. We got Carson contemplating life. I don't know if you can see him. He's just contemplating life over here. Fuck, it's raining like crazy! Yeah, so it's pretty rainy. Which reminds me, I gotta shut my window. I literally got in the van and I haven't made the bed or anything. It's just chaos. I don't know how good you can see it, but we got some new stickers. They're holographic. So we wanted to ride the foam pit, but it looks like they're still cleaning it. So we might not be able to. Oh!
It's a rare moment.
That's what happens when you have a foam pit and all the foam blocks kind of wear away. I'll show you here. So that's an old block compared to a new block. They got like a 40% wear down rate, and then it's time to change them out. But we're gonna get going here and help these guys out, so we can maybe hit it a few times. What was the coolest item you guys found?
AirPods.
Oh, AirPods.
Yes, sir.
Are they in the case still?
Yeah.
Damn. Don't ride foam pits with your stuff. So if you don't know, we're at Beeline Bike Park, which is Calgary's indoor bike park, and it's absolutely amazing. It's got ramps like everywhere. It's got skill parks. We got street sections. We got big air room. We got foam pit. There's jump lines, and it's just an amazing place. So if you do get the chance, come check it out. They got lots of bike parts, lots of bike pads, helmets, full bikes. Like if you need a BMX, check it out. The vibe here is always really good. Everyone's super supportive, ready to ride. It's just an incredible place. So let's check out some of the riders right now. They're on the blue line. So the skill settings are kind of like ski hills, where a green, see the green run? Those are like the easy ones. So you got little jumps. Blue line, intermediate. They're a little bigger, and then the black line, which are some serious box jumps. Yeah, Ben. Yeah, these kids are like not even 10 years old, and they're hitting these jumps with style and confidence. And if you don't know this yet, biking can change your life. And one of the coolest features of Beeline Bike Park is this wicked foam pit. We just put new blocks in, so it's gonna be extra squishy, nice to land in. This is where you can practice anything you want. If you want to get better at jumps, if you want to get better at spins, or take your hands off, take your feet off. This is the place where you can feel confident to do that. It's very low risk. There still is risk involved. And then you bring it over to the Resi ramp. So the Resi ramp, which the Resi ramp is right here. This is just a softer, just a little bit softer than the actual ground or wood structure that you're probably going to be hitting. It eliminates some of the risks. It gives riders a little more confidence to hit some jumps and do like, you know, backflips. Once you start to get to those tricks, you want a little bit of a softer landing. This is the place to go. We can do a trick in the foam pit for us?
I guess. What do you want? What do you want me to do?
So McKenna's gonna flip first try. Let's see how he does.
Yo!
So if you do have stuff in your pockets and you ride the foam pit, sometimes you lose it, and then we just collect it later. Like this really fancy Dre earbud, which are like, I know they're very expensive, so don't put your stuff in your pockets when you're in the foam pit.
Can you believe that the entirety of the pocket change was only $11.65?
You think it'd be more?
I know, right? But Beeline ain't banking on this. We got Beats pill, lighter. It's still light.
It's full of foam, man.
Man, you should just look at the foam pit and how much it jiggles now, being that it's brand new. It's like a big pot of jello.
All right, concentrate on the jiggle.
Yeah, like that.
Totally, it jiggles like way over there.
Yeah, bro, that jiggle.
Damn, that jiggle.
So I totally missed Curtis's flare. He told me he was gonna do a flare and I missed it. I'm trying to get him to do it again. I'm gonna help him get out this time, because fresh foam is hard to get out of. Oh yeah, and we have a quarter pipe resi, which is good for quarter pipe tricks to learn on, and quarter pipe foam pit. So this place is just amazing for learning stuff. Curtis actually has like really nice flares, but he hasn't, I don't know if he's done one to resi or legit yet, but here they are. Dude, what the? You went so high and so far. I ain't helping you. I'm just kidding.
Of course, I'm like right in the middle of the pit.
Yeah, you're literally closer to that side. Nice work, bud. Pull hard! Still a little bit of rain, but we're gonna wrap it up. Hopefully we've got enough footage for today to make something out of this video. But if you haven't subscribed yet, consider it, because it really does help out the channel. Yeah, we want to keep doing things like this, and it gets us stoked when you guys follow us along our journeys. So yeah, keep doing that. Oh, you can kind of see the mountains in the background there. Oh man, it's so beautiful tonight. I don't know where this road goes, but I'm hoping it leads to an A&W. Now I'm gonna go to where I'm staying for the night, set up, eat my food, And I gotta wake up super early tomorrow because I got a flight to catch to Vancouver, and it's getting kind of dark out. Oh, I need some gas. We got low fuel. I was just at a petrol station, but I don't. I only fill up at Shell because then you get reward points, and I'm all about getting reward points so that I can travel more. That's the goal, anyways. So the reason I use that app, the Shell Pay app, is first, you get air miles. Second, you don't get your credit card skimmed at places, so you lower that risk. Third, if you connect a like a CAA or AMA membership to it, you get 3 cents off a liter. But now we're about to find our spot. It's literally across the road from the Shell. We can just kind of, I don't know, pick a spot. I'm not really sure how this place works. Most of what you try to find in a parking spot or a camping spot is usually just levelness, and you'd be surprised on how little of unlevel like vehicle it takes to actually like affect your sleeping a little bit, where you can like kind of feel it like pulling on yourself while you sleep. So it's best to get as level as you can without, you know, setting up like with leveling blocks and stuff. So that's what we're aiming for. I think we did pretty good. We're taking up 2 spots, but I don't think anyone's gonna mind. There's not much going on here. And then the back, maybe a slight angle that way. Yeah, this is home for the night. So wicked. And we got the mountains in the background over there. Hopefully we can catch a sunrise, but we might not because I have to get up early.